Hey my eBay selling friends, my name is Justin, and in today's video I'm going to share with you how to make an eBay listing with variations. Now what's an eBay listing with variations, you might ask? Basically, it's any listing on eBay where you take a group of items that are similar or like each other and you make one listing for all of those items together. For example, if I had a bunch of different t-shirts that were the same but had different colors, I could create one listing for all of these shirts, and basically it would enable my customers to choose which one they like and purchase that one instead of buying them all together. And this is great because it helps customers in my store find items that are similar and then choose which one they want. And it really helps me out too as a seller because I save a lot of time only creating one listing instead of making 3 individual listings. So you can create listing variations for color, but you can also create variations for size, width, item type, material, and a bunch of other different product identifiers. So let's go ahead now and jump right onto eBay, and I'll go ahead and walk you through how to make different listings with variations. Okay, now that we're over on eBay, before we get started with an actual listing, I want to draw your attention real quick to this eBay article that talks about how to create listings with variations. And I'll drop a link to it down in the description field down below, but basically I wanted to point this out because in this description field, it talks about how you can only create listing variations for listings that are on fixed price items. You cannot create listing variations for auctions, and you can also not create listing variations if you don't have an eBay store. So if you don't have an eBay store, you're gonna have a hard time finding this. I would encourage you to open up an eBay store anyways. There's a lot of different price points, some as low as $5 a month. And if you open up an eBay store, you're gonna have the ability to list more on eBay, and you're gonna get a lot of discounts when you actually do list more and sell more on eBay as well. But a couple of other really important parts of this article I wanna point out is that you can create up to 250 listing variations for one listing, which is huge. You can do a lot of variations, as you can see. But you can also do other things like add pictures for each variation. You can do things like add different quantities for each variation or different prices for each item, which is really huge because if you have a lot of different items but you want to make one listing, you can set a different price for each item in that listing page. So now I'll go ahead and jump on over to an actual listing and show you how to make a listing with variations. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click sell up at the top of any eBay page. And then when you're in your active listings page, you want to click on the create a listing button and go ahead and click on single listing. Now, like I said, for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to list these Nike t-shirts. So I'm going to go ahead real quick in the title area and I'm going to put in Nike t-shirt. Okay, now we're here on the regular listing template, and as you can see, my title is already at the top. Of course, that's not my real title. If I were making a real eBay listing, I would want to make it a lot better by making it longer and more descriptive. But I'm going to go ahead now and go down a little bit on this page and show you where the variations tab is on this listing page. So if you look underneath your title and your category, right below that, you're going to see an area that shows variations. And then it'll tell you if you sell multiple variations of your item, you can list all of them in one multi-quantity fixed price listing. This saves you time and money, which is exactly what we want. And of course, if you don't see that button, make sure that your listing isn't set as an auction, make sure it's fixed priced, and also make sure that you have your eBay store activated to make sure that you can list with a variation. Now, once I click on that variation tab, you're gonna see a menu pop up that gives you all different types of variations. You can select any of these pre-auto-filled variations, or if you come over and click the add button, you can give your item variation a custom input field. But for the sake of today's demo, I want to go ahead and select a color. So I'm going to click on the attributes, click on color, and then click on save. Now after I've saved the attribute field to color, I can go ahead and click on my colors, which just so happen to be black, orange, and gray. And of course, as you see, when I select them, they pop over here to the side. And if I want to, I can always drag and rearrange them to the order that I prefer them showing up in my listing. But when I've got everything how I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and click on update variations, and then it'll take me back to my listing page. Now here, after I've got my variation selected, I'll have the option of uploading any photos that I want to match my custom variations. But before I do that, I want to point out that the very first photo field is the main photo for your eBay listing. And right here, what I like to do is I like to add a picture of all of my items together that kind of draws in customers to my listing. So I'll go ahead and pick the picture with all of my items together and upload that as the listing default photo. And then down below, I'll go ahead and upload photos for each individual color or each individual item specific category. And when I scroll down, I'll see the option to add my variation photos. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that and upload photos for each different item variation. So for my orange one, I'm gonna go ahead and upload my orange t-shirt. For my black t-shirt, I'm gonna go ahead and upload that black t-shirt. And then likewise for the gray one, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll go ahead and upload that last photo. And then after they're uploaded, I can go ahead and click on each tab to just make sure that each color is accurate. But I can also scroll down below and it'll also show the picture beside each color. In this area right here is where I can customize my different variations. If I want, I can add a SKU number, where I have this item stored in my inventory. I can even give it a custom UPC. I can adjust the quantity. Maybe if I have multiples of this orange shirt, I can go in and add, 3. I could even change the black one to more. You can upload as much as you want to match the quantity that you have in your inventory. And then finally, you can go ahead and set your price for each variation in the last column. So for the orange shirt, I can go ahead and put in, $15. If I wanted to make my black shirt cost more, I could go ahead and enter in $20. And you could even go ahead and give it, a half price if you want, like $15.50 for your gray shirt. So once I've got everything saved, I'm gonna go ahead and click on Save and Close, and it's gonna take me back to my main listing page. And when I'm back on the main listing page, I can scroll down and make sure my photos and my prices are all there for each item that I wanted to upload. And then I can also fill out things like my description, my shipping and handling preferences, and any other detail that you would normally fill out on your listing template. And in this video, I'm not gonna take the time to show you how to create an entire eBay listing. I do that in a lot of my other videos, so if you're interested, check out the other videos on my channel. But I do wanna point out that you wanna make it really clear to your buyer that they're choosing a variation and they're not buying everything in your main picture all at once. And the way you can do that, in the title of your listing is you could put something like pick one, and then you could also put that in your description. You can make a note saying whatever variation you select is the item that you're gonna receive. Make sure that if you're wanting more than one item, you put those items in your cart and then purchase them all together. Okay, and then when you're ready and you've got everything in your listing exactly how you want it, you're gonna go ahead and scroll down and you'll go ahead and click list that item. And then when you do, if you want to preview your item, you can even go ahead and click on it to make sure that everything is exactly how you want it to be. So here I am now on my listing page and I'm seeing this listing as my buyer would. I've got my main photo with all 3 t-shirts and then all of the t-shirts, individually on the side. And then over here, as you can tell, I have my variations. And if I click on the down arrow, it's gonna bring up all of the different t-shirt options, orange, black, or gray. And then when I click on each item, it also adjusts the price for the item price that I set in the listing, which is really cool because, when your customer is ready to purchase their item, they'll be able to add it to their cart and then buy it now. So there you have it, guys. That's a quick primer on how to create an eBay listing with variations. By no means is this exhaustive or conclusive. Feel free to play around with your variations and really experiment, because the more you learn about how to use them, the more success you'll have with using them in your eBay store. One real quick thing before I go, and one thing that I want to share about listing variations that's really cool, as your items sell, the more sales data they'll get on that listing page, and over time, you're gonna end up selling a lot more with this one listing than you would if you were to try to list all of these items individually. So creating listings like this on eBay, there's obviously a huge benefit to doing it in terms of generating more sales and more revenue in your eBay store, and I hope that you're able to maximize this technique in your listing practices on eBay. Now before I go, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, and I promise I'll do my best to try to get back to you. And if you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You'll be the first to be notified anytime I drop a new video like this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's content, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a great day and good luck selling on eBay. Bye guys.